Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Here I am going to show some viral social media posts that highlights the plight and suffering of the Palestinian people and that exposes the complicity, crimes, hypocrisy and double standards of Western nations. So the first post reads, "It's ceasefire, then lift the siege, then end the occupation, then free Palestine." The former US President John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated, once said, "One day after I am long gone, you will remember me and say we should have stopped the nuclear program of Israel, abolished the Federal Reserve, and kicked all secret societies, occultists, usurpers, and Zionists out of our wonderful country to keep it that way, but it is never too late. Just remember that." This post reads, Israel from 1947 to 2027 died at the age of 80 after a life full of evil and crimes. This post from John Hopkins genetic study. The genetic study at Johns Hopkins University has documented that 97.5% of Judaics living in Israel have absolutely no ancient Hebrew data, are therefore not Semites, and have no ancient blood ties to the land of Palestine at all, whereas 80% of Palestinians carry ancient Hebrew DNA and thus are real Semites. This post reads, "Teach your kids that standing up for what is right and having a voice is more important than being liked by everybody in the room." This post reads, "Gaza has exposed so much about the West. Free speech, criticize Israel and lose your job. Human rights, a buzzword to attack other countries with Palestinians don't get any rights. Democracy, protest all you want for a ceasefire, the government won't listen. International law only when it suits us," meaning the West. This post reads, "Israelis are not Israelites. Khazaras are not Semites. Ashkenazis are not Hebrews. The Talmud is not the Torah. Yiddish is not Aramaic. The satanic bankers who created the country of Israel in 1948 are imposters. They are not the real Jews." This post reads about the story of a Palestinian boy. "I will never forget the boy that carried the remains of his brother in a backpack, or the woman who refused to wash the blood of her children off her hands because that was all she had left of them, or the girl that recognized her mother by her hair. Never forget, never forgive." The poet wrote, "You who feel no pain at the suffering of others, it is not fitting for you to be called human." 10-year-old Palestinian boy Saddam Rajab was killed, brutally killed, by an Israeli soldier, and the soldier arrogantly said, I am the one who shot your son, God willing, he will die. Saddam Rajab was deliberately shot in the abdomen by an Israeli soldier on January 20 during an Israeli military incursion into Tulkarem in the northern occupied West Bank. Saddam's father was attacked and then detained as he attempted to carry him to receive medical aid. During the transfer to Rafidia Hospital in Nablus, Israeli soldiers held up the ambulance. One soldier told Saddam's father with arrogance, I am the one who shot your son, God willing, he will die. May Allah punish them. This post reads, no matter who the US president is, no matter what Arab or Muslim government betrays us, no matter what new tech you psychopaths develop, no matter what new map you draw and impose on the world, you will never erase Palestine because the Palestinians are unerasable. This was written by a Palestinian. This post reads, every time Hamas is mentioned, the UK media adds proscribed as a terrorist organization in the UK, whereas never when Netanyahu is mentioned does the UK media add wanted for war crimes and crimes against humanity by the International Court of Justice. Can anyone from UK media explain the difference, the hypocrisy, the double standard? One Palestinian father who failed to retrieve or who didn't find the remains of his children wrote a message to my children. I would like to tell you that I built fake graves for you. After 13 months, I have failed to find your pure bodies under the rubble. I am completely helpless without you. I apologize to you. Forgive me, your father, while this post shows the logos and icons of a list of companies which are complicit in genocide, land grab, illegal occupation of the Palestinian people. These companies are linked to the Zionists, and these companies share their profit with the Zionists who are oppressing the Palestinians, torturing them, harassing them, evicting them from their land, committing genocide on them, committing war crimes, crimes against humanity, against the Palestinian people, all sorts of crimes. These companies are complicit and associate of these crimes. So we should try to avoid these companies and find alternatives, even that causes little inconvenience. This post reads, the expulsion of Jews from Judea did not happen. Many Judean Jews accepted Islam and are the ancestors of today's Palestinians. The nation race of Jews with a common origin doesn't exist, and the Jewish diaspora is a modern invention. It's fake. The ancestors of European Jews mostly converted to Judaism and have no origin in Palestine. Source: the invention of Jewish people by Shlomo Sand, a Jewish professor of history at Tel Aviv University. This is their saying. a prisoner of war held in Gaza, said, "Hello, today is a very happy day. I am sitting next to the sea near Gaza port. I wanna thank Al Qassam for everything. You were good with us for the past 15 months in the house. I wanna tell all the men, God willing, may you all be well." Omar Sulaiman, the famous Islamic scholar of the USA, wrote, "How many lives, how many childhoods, how many pregnancies, all the joy of having a child, all the pain of losing a child, all the trauma the survivors carry, all the guilt we bear, humanity failed them all." Then he put a picture where the number of children by age killed by the Israeli occupation are counted here. Muslim Central wrote, "I want you to read this closely. In 2018, Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi was slain. Western news outlets and journalists condemned Saudi non-stop for the murder, and rightfully so. There are 220 plus Jamal Khashoggis in Gaza, 220 plus journalists killed in 670 days, and 5 more today. And Western media outlets and their journalists remain silent and complicit. This is pure hypocrisy, double standard, and they are complicit in these crimes." Muslim Central wrote, "It is not complicated. Over 18,000 Palestinian children have been killed. It is not complicated. Palestinian children are being starved to death. It is not complicated. Palestinian children are now the largest group of child amputees in modern history. It is not complicated. 17,000 Palestinian children are orphaned or separated from their parents. It is not complicated. There is a new acronym called WCNSF, meaning wounded child, no surviving family. It is not complicated. Silence is a choice, and it is the wrong one. Your silence or what you said will be remembered." The NBA star of the USA, Kyrie Irving, updates his Instagram profile to honor Yakin Hamad, a Palestinian child killed in Gaza. The 11-year-old, Gaza's youngest media activist, was killed in an Israeli airstrike on May 24, 2025. Israeli police dogs targeting Palestinian women detainees. This picture shows the Palestinian railway. So there was a railway in Palestine, rapid and comfortable traveling facilities to all parts of Palestine, with connections to Egypt, Syria, Transjordania. For all the here they mentioned superintendent of the line Haifa station. So there was a Palestinian railway. Countries where insulting Jesus Christ is allowed was not allowed. The allowed countries are United States, United Kingdom, France, Canada, Israel, Denmark. Not allowed countries are Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, Syria, Iraq. Famous Saudi scholar Sheikh Salih Al Fawzan asked us not to call them Israel because Allah honored Yaqub alayhi salam above this vile cursed Jewish state. So we should refrain calling them Israel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmat.